going to talk about tightening and loosening the truss rod in your neck and getting your neck to be the easiest to play. Which also means we're going to be talking about the nut on your guitar, the saddle, the bridge, and a few common mysterious myths about setting up your action. Physically, the easiest your guitar is going to be to play, this is purely physical, we're not talking about tone, we're not talking about action and things like that particularly, but the easiest your guitar is going to be is when the neck is straight. Straight, not curved a little bit or, you know, straight. So let's go from there. Why I'm a fan of getting your neck straight and your action nice and low and set up to your preference is because I'm not a fan of making things harder than they need to be. And most guitars I pick up are harder to play than they need to be. So, in saying that, there's a bunch of things we want to talk about. Firstly, how to tighten or loosen your truss rod. That's this little rod that needs an Allen key that goes up inside the neck of your guitar. You will need an Allen key. Preferably one that fits the truss rod that's in your guitar. When you adjust your neck, do it in small chunks. You don't want to go tightening something drastically. It will take maybe 24 hours for the neck to settle in its new position. So, step one, take a look down the length of your neck on the guitar. If your neck is curved like this, concave, then what you want to do is tighten the neck. So that's clockwise, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So you want to tighten it. But the first thing is you want to loosen your strings. This is a pain because after every little bit you're going to bring the tension back up and tighten the strings. And what happens when you tighten the strings and you tension them, you tune them up, is it puts more pressure on the neck, and that's where it will sit when it's in tune. My neck is actually the very slightest bit bent backwards when the strings are totally off or completely detuned. Hardly noticeable, just a touch. Again, this is a personal preference. You can still do whatever you want and whatever you like after watching this video. For most people, you're going to want to tighten the neck. That's clockwise. Do it a little bit, retune your strings back up to a normal tuning or wherever you have them. I have this set to E flat, so I'm going to set this up so that it's nice and smooth for E flat. What you may find after getting your neck nice and straight when the strings are in tune and got tension on them, you may get buzzes, you may get rattles on the strings, and you might get frustrated and get angry at me for doing this video and saying that you should straighten the neck. That means you have two other things to look at, okay, which is your saddle here on the bridge may need to be raised or lowered. Or it may be that your nut needs to be raised or lowered. They, in my opinion, are secondary to getting your neck straight. It's gonna bring a lot of joy to you to just play the guitar again, especially if your guitar has been sitting around for a long time with a high action and a bowed neck, a curved neck. Then it might be fun again. The other best part about getting this sorted and getting your action and your neck set up is that string bending becomes easier. You will overnight become better. If you improve the action on your guitar, you'll become better at string bending. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's Thursday Tech Tip and it's useful to you. Again, don't be too afraid of tightening or loosening your truss rod. Just do it little bit by little bit, and when you do it, have your strings detuned, loosened off, so there's not so much tension on the neck. If you're enjoying these, please subscribe, please say hi, please leave a comment below if this is useful to you, and if you've actually gone and done this sometime down the track, please let me know how you've gone on, and I hope it has brought some more magic to your playing and a bit more fun into your music again. See ya!